Hey everybody, if I sound a little weird or look a little weird sometimes, it's because I'm in the middle of my allergy season, but I just wanted to make another video right now because the second episode of Under the Dome has come up and I thought maybe I could start doing an episode by episode review type thing to show you what I think of each episode of the miniseries, and at the end I can pretty much rate what I thought of the show and tell you whether I want another season or not. So let's talk about episode 2, The Fire. Let me just go ahead and warn you all now that I will again be using spoilers, so do not watch this video until after you've seen the episode, or if you don't really care, then just go ahead and you can still watch it, but still, spoilers ahead, just warning you. So the fire pretty much takes place directly after what happened in the pilot episode when the sheriff, I think his name was Judd, I can't really remember, his pacemaker exploded in his body and he's pretty much died now, and the policewoman is trying to deal with it since he was kind of like a father to him, and it's also following all these other events that are happening around the town, and apparently Big Jim and a priest have something kind of secretive going on right now that involves the priest having to go over to the house and burn what looks like some propane receipt or something like that. I'm not quite sure what that means yet. Maybe we'll find out in future episodes, but this leads to a humongous fire and it takes the entire town to try and put it out before it starts putting out the entire area. So just a quick recap of what I thought of last week's episode. I was kind of disappointed because the characters weren't really that very well done. I was kind of disappointed about what they did with them, like with Junior and Barbie and all those people. They just weren't like they were in the book. But when I went into this episode, I just went in just going, okay, this is going to be nothing at all like the book. Let's see how this show can do as a show. And I'll be honest with you, I actually liked this episode of Under the Dome. It actually wasn't that bad. I've really come to accept what's going on in this type of universe. I'm really enjoying Barbie's interaction with the people in the town. It's really interesting. And I mean, there are some characters that I don't really like. I'll get to that in a minute, but everybody else, I think they're doing a pretty good job, but I think the best part of the entire episode had to be the big fire and what happens afterwards, which is pretty much one of the policemen just holds his gun up in the air saying, this smoke since there's a dome over us, it's going to spread throughout the town and it's not going to escape anywhere. He just fires at the dome and kills another policeman because of the ricocheted bullets. It was actually the best part of the whole show because it shows the whole town just getting together and working together very well, and I actually really enjoyed that. The interaction between the townspeople is great, and I really enjoyed that final little bit, and I'm really looking forward to how the rest of the show is going to play out. I really hope it's as good as this. Unfortunately, my problem with Junior still stands. I tried to accept him as like another part of the book, but I just really don't like how his story's holding out. He's holding Angie prisoner, and he's not the greatest actor. It's a very generic scene, and he can't even play this scene outright. And I really don't like the person who's playing as Angie, because she can't seem to tell which kind of tone she needs to be in. One moment she's just telling him that she never met this person in his life, by who she means Barbie, and Junior thinks that she's cheating on him. So he locks her up, and she's saying, I've never met this person in my life, and I know that Junior has something wrong mentally, but it's just kind of weird just seeing all this. And the strangest part about Angie, though, is even though after a while of saying, I don't know him, she just looks at him and just goes, that's right, I screwed his brains out, and he's the best that I've ever had. I'm just thinking to myself, why the hell would you tell him that? You know that he's nuts up here in the head, and he's not going to take that right, so why would you tell him that? It's ridiculous. I didn't understand why she would do it. So anyway, even though the Junior Angie little storyline is really, really bad in my opinion, I really am enjoying the show for what it is so far. I really wish that it could have been more like the book, but I'm still really enjoying it. I mean, it's not that not bad, but it's not great. It's just somewhere here in the middle of good and mediocre. It's actually not that bad. It's worth the watch. Once you get used to it after the first episode, it actually starts to kind of grow on you, and I'm really looking forward to the episodes to come. So anyway, that's it with this review of episode 2 of Under the Dome. I'll be back again next Monday for the review of episode 3 when I see it, of course. So I'm hoping to also get some movie reviews in. I just recently saw World War Z last night, so I'm hoping to review that sometime soon. And I still need to do Monsters University. But until then, I have my reviews written up on my website, www.butteredorburnt.com. It's in the description below. And until next time for Under the Dome, I guess I will see you all later.